Hello, and welcome to the Fantasy Republic Fantasy Report. This is all the matchups for Week 5 of your fantasy season. Now, as far as the analysts go and competing against each other, I've only got 9 right so far. Big Easy D has 12 right, and Long Dan Silver has 13. Now, in case you guys don't know who my daddy is,
To all my love slaves out there, Thunderlips is here, in the flesh, baby.
Oh my God.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
I can't let him down. I'm going to show that I am the real ultimate male as I mount my comeback starting this week. Now, Big Easy D got 7 out of 8 right last week, picking without any fucks. So, without further ado, let's let him kick things off as we have the first ever crossover picking the matchups episode. Hold on to your hands, folks. Here we go. Big Easy D.
Yo, Big Easy D here. Now, first up's the Brute Squad versus the Bridgeport Bruisers. Now, Justin's Brute Squad found a duh and threw that bitch in front of his squad, which will now be known as the Brute Squad. Now, meanwhile, J-Sex is still the bitchy ass Bridgeport Bruisers, aka the I'm not gonna pay attention and win anyway because I have Peyton Manning bitch beaters. Well, fuck. Now, I got one wrong last week, only one. With all the fucks I gave, one wrong, and of course, it was because of that Bruiser's horseshoe still shining bright. Now, end of the line, Slack Todd. That Brute Squad will finally come together and will, with the big cheese, Aaron Rodgers, lead that man to victory. A big game, a big win for Justin. Straight cash. Yo ho! Hello there! This is Long Dan Silver. And this first matchup is between Gomez Homies and Jermichael Benjabis Fitz. Now, the Beth Fitz-a-Doodle squad looks to win again and hold on to first place, while the Freddy gets over his beer, but not over the end of Breaking Bad, as he redubs his motley crew to Gomez Homies. Now, these homies, they enjoy the fact that they get to play sober finally, and although at first they will reel in terror at the Ben Jarvis-sized Fitzfuck coming for them, named Arian Foster, that scurvy Seahawk, Russell Wilson, will lead Freddy and his homies to a bountiful win. Yo! It's Charles No versus Two Dicks through the box. No, Charles No blew their collective load last week, scoring the ridiculous 174.4 points. Ooh. So let's just say they're expecting a letdown as they face the Chiefs' 1.5 dicks through the box team. They're hoping that Daryl Richardson can still be a full-size dick as they see both of their starting receivers have to be out on a bye this week. Now, I do think Charles No will be hungover from all that scoring with the bitches they have been doing last week.
Fuck is wrong with him?
Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Just count the money already before Juggernaut's ass.
Who is the Juggernaut, bitch? And I got a bitch with me. Yes, we're gonna have a fucking
Like, you
great
always gotta
party.
scream whenever you come into the room.
I'm the goddamn Juggernaut. You see how tight my outfit is? I have to. That's the only way I can breathe. If I don't do it, shut up, bitch.
And then they're gonna face a close loss on a graham cracker sandwich. Sexy.
Now it's time for APB on MVP ADAP. CJ, I'm gonna fucking kill you, that guy, versus It's Always Sunny in Philly. Now, It's Always Shady in Philly is making sure Zach stays sunny at 4-0. But CJ hopes he can deal the Philly crew that first loss, even without that home slice, Adrian Peterson, who's out on a bye. Now, I only need to know one thing to determine this outcome. Is Zach suiting up Chris Obendagaya? Yeah? Yes? Yeah? Well, he's gonna Obendagaya fuck Zach. Yeah. Lock it up, straight cash upset. CJ, put that damn APB out on his win. D-Nation, lock it up all day.
Next up is Beans Deep versus Belichick yourself. Now, the Segovia Beans Deeper started hot and then lost 2 in a row, but the Tebow cursed Belichick yourself squad will look to break their own curse and make the beans go deeper down the hole. And you know how much fun it is to get down that hole. Anyway, Randall Cobb will be there to lend a big scoring ear to Beans Deep. But Mr. Jesus has a little luck left as the baby neck-bearded colt named Luck wills the Belichick yourself squad to break the Tebow curse and pick up the win. Yo, it's the Blood Spillers Gore Makers against Albany Parkinsons. The Professor's Goring and Spilling crew are looking to keep the momentum rolling even with RG3 on the bye. But Matt Dawson's Albany Parkinsons have other ideas as Darren Sproles and Cam Newton look poised to rock the fantasy boat. Now, the real death knell will be the benching of one of his namesakes. If CJ Spiller remains benched, then all the Professor can do is whore with gore, while leaving blood unspilled, leading to a fox of a win for the Parkinsons. Now it's time for that trusty Alfred, Master Wayne, to take on the bad guys. Now, that 4-0 juggernaut, Wayne and Alfred tag team of Lens may be in for a rough patch as they face the former Hot Doggy Squad, now known as the Bad Guys. They can only be goaded so many times before seeking redemption and changing that team name. Aldo was looking for it after that strong week was ruined by an even stronger week, and he's still wiping that shit off of himself. 170 points, it stinks. And you know what? He's gonna take solace in the fact that Kobe Fleener is apparently a stud. And he fucking hates me because he heard that shit. He's still a piece of shit. But that's fine. Kobe Fleener go off all day, leading Aldo to an upset against Lynn. Since, you know, Aldo's got a new team name. How can I pick against that, son? Always a crowd pleaser. Straight cash. Now it's time for the game of the week. The last matchup. Here we go. It's the Elmwood Park Steelers versus the Benchwarmers. Both teams are 0-4. An epic clash of the winless teams will have at least a pleasant outcome for one of the two. Adrian's newly minted Benchwarmers team won't get a win just because they have a new team name. I'm not like that ruffian pimp over there. But no, instead, Bob Steeler's team, who has the guts to bench all of his best players to send a message, will use this tactic all week to motivate his stars to the next level and bask in the glory that is a Honey McNaughty touchdown frenzy, with Megatron receiving support as Bob picks up a big first statement win of the year. Well, it's about time. Now, good luck in week 5, and we'll see you all here next time, ladies and gentlemen. But don't forget to get those picks in, those quiz answers, check out the message board, get them to the professor. You gotta compete to win. Now, see you next time.